Hi guys, this is Kelly Cole and I am your instructor for your online English 102 class this semester. And what I wanted to do was walk you through the Blackboard program and show you a couple of things that you definitely need to know before you get really into our online course. So let's start here. Hopefully you've gotten to the home page. This is where the announcements will be. This is pretty much all I use for this page. I just use it for the announcements. So hopefully you already got this one. I posted on Friday. So definitely check the announcements often because I will put lots of announcements up here. And also make sure that they're coming to your email, your Deltec email. And please make sure you check your Deltec email a lot. Especially being an online course, that is crucial that you check your email and the announcements pretty much every day. Okay, getting started. So this is just a little bit of a course overview. This is one that I wrote, and then this is one the department wrote, almost exactly the same. But you'll definitely want to look at this, how to review revisions and comments in Blackboard. Because this is an online course, you'll submit all of your assignments via submission links at the bottom of each unit folder. So make sure you look at this before we get too far into the course so you'll know how to do this. And then here are the hours for the Writing Center. If you have not utilized it yet, definitely think about it. But I'm also available too. Okay. Instructor Info. This is me. That's me. That's my daughter. That's my son. Make sure you know my email is kcole7@dtcc.edu. We can definitely meet up. I'm on campus Mondays and Wednesdays from about 11 till 3. But I can schedule you in on other days if we need to, or we can do online meetings. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. Then we have the syllabus, the schedule and policies. This is the syllabus that is for all of the campuses. It does have a general weekly schedule, but I don't adhere to that 100%. So make sure you check Blackboard, and I'll show you where to look for all of that information. My goal is to make everything as simplified as possible so nobody gets too confused. So a lot of you, this is your first online course, so I don't want to make it any harder than it has to be. Late policy, assignments can be accepted 24 hours late for a highest possible grade of 90 and up to a week late for a highest possible 75. That is the department rule. We'll be getting into Remind 101. If you have not used it before, I will show you how to use that. Here is our online course calendar. Like I said, right now I don't have it available because I'm not sure if I want you to follow this one. This is one that was designed for another class. I'm not sure I want to use that. So I haven't made it available yet, but if I do, it'll be on here. And then I'm not using Google Calendar, I'm using a regular calendar. I'll show you that in a few minutes. So the big things on here are the late policy and the syllabus. This is where you really need to take a look for my class. These are my policies. And this gives you an overview of how we are going to run our online class. You will have weekly assignments because you are not in class 1 or 2 days a week. You do need to make up that time outside of class on your own. And these are graded for points to make sure that you are staying on top of everything and not falling behind. So your first weekly assignment, every week, you need to have a group discussion. And you're to participate in a group discussion. The link is right here. I will give a discussion question or several questions, and you need to answer it in your own thread. That needs to be done by Fridays at noon. Then you also need to look at other classmates' discussions and respond to them with meaningful text, not just, hey, that was a nice job. Make sure you talk about what they discussed. Make sure you make a connection with them. Those have to be done by noon on Sundays. So every Friday by noon, you need to make sure you have your group discussion thread written. Every Sunday by noon, you need to make sure you have commented on other classmates' discussions. Now, there is a way out of it. Every Friday, or almost every Friday, at 10 a.m., we'll have a virtual meeting, which means we will all meet together through our computers. They're not mandatory, but if you participate in the meeting, you do not have to do the group discussion that week. So this week, however, we're not going to start it. We're going to start it on, I think it's the 20th. Yeah, the 20th, because I won't be around this Friday. So we'll start that next week. So this week, everybody has to do the group discussion. And this is good because you'll be introducing yourselves to each other. And I want to make sure everybody knows how to do it. So virtual Zoom meeting, Fridays at 10, unless otherwise noted. And that will replace the group discussion if you participate. If you log on and you don't say a word and you don't participate at all, then you don't get your participation points. You have to at least participate on the chat, which you'll see when we do one, or in person or talking. Now, everybody has to do a self-reflective blog every week. So you'll write a short blog, which is at least a paragraph, answering questions I put up for you to respond to. Usually I'll ask you to reflect on the readings and lessons we did that week, and you have to give me specifics to show me that you read it and understood it. These are due Sundays at noon. So I've pretty much made everything due on Sundays at noon except for your group discussion, because I want to make sure people have time to respond to your group discussion. You'll get other work to turn in besides weekly assignments. Everything that I assign you is due Sundays at noon. You can turn it in earlier, but it has to be in by Sunday at noon. We'll also have some conferencing, and you'll have writing assignments. Please sign up for Google Docs if you are not already signed up for Google Docs, so that we can edit your work and send it back to you. Okay, so those are our policies. Then we have a calendar. And this is just sort of another reminder, another way to see what is due. So you see classes begin on the 9th. Group discussion question is due on the 13th, or your group discussion. And then your self-reflective blog is due on the 15th. And any weekly assignments that you have been given are also due that day. Here I have the Zoom meeting. Notice there's no meeting here, but there is a meeting here on the 20th. And I will send out a memo about that closer to that date. Okay, now this is the heart of Blackboard that you need to pay attention to right here. So, because I don't like confusion, I try to make things as simple as possible. So I've created a weekly assignments link. And if you click on here, you'll see that I'm going to have each week in a folder. So week 1 is January 9th through the 15th. Week 2 is the 16th through the 22nd. It's always the Monday through the Sunday. And if you click on week 1, it takes you to a file, and it'll say week 1 assignments. Now, this is in edit mode because it hasn't been published yet for you to see. But what it will say is, welcome to your first week, blah, 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 blah. Here are your activities that you need to do. So you're going to watch a following video. You're going to read an article. You're going to watch this Blackboard tutorial and complete your group discussion thread by Friday and respond to 2 of your classmates by Sunday. Then you're going to do your personal blog by Sunday. So this week is pretty easy. We will not have a virtual Zoom meeting. That starts on the 20th. So this is sort of a synopsis of what you need to do for the week. Now, learning materials. These are the 3 major units that we're going to be doing. Our first unit is Unit 1, which is reflective. I may send you in here to look at course content materials. I will tell you where it is. The first big assignment we're going to do is introducing rhetoric. And you are going to need to come into here and watch these videos. Think of these, read these questions, think about it, and watch these. Then you're going to have a reflective essay assignment. I will show you where all of that is, but just remember, learning materials. Right now, we're in Unit 1, reflective, and then it'll be under course content materials. Then we also have assignment materials. So when we get to our assignment, it is right here. And the reading selections are here. So don't worry about that too much until next week. We'll get to that, but I want you to see where it is. So the learning materials are here. Then we're going to go, here are my instructor videos. Anything that I put up that I think will help you, that I might need to explain verbally, that like something like this, that's just easier for me to show you a video, I'll upload here and I will let you know when I do that. All right, here's your group discussion link. You will see that there's already a group discussion number 1. Introduce yourself. Welcome to the first discussion. Please make sure you respond by Friday at noon. Here's the topic. You will simply, I'm pretty sure you're going to create forum. No, that's mine. But you'll be able to see where you create a thread. It should say it at the top. And I will be able to see how many people have posted, how many participants we have, and how many I haven't read. So it's going to look a little bit different for you. But this is where your discussion board is. It's really not hard if you haven't done it before. It just takes a little figuring out the first time, and then it's easy. Now, your personal reflection blog. That is here. Remember, this is due on Sundays. Here's your week 1 blog. And what are your expectations for this course? Have you ever done an online course? How do you feel about it? What makes you most nervous about doing an online course? And what will help you succeed in this class? You create your blog entry. You write it. It has to be at least a paragraph, and it has to be substantial. Give me something that's, thought out a little bit. And please write grammatically correctly, complete sentences. Don't just give me bullets. Don't just give me a list or an outline. It needs to be paragraph format. And that's your personal reflection blog due on Sundays at noon. The rest of it, you pretty much probably know how to work it. Your course email, your grades. Yours, of course, is going to look a little bit different from mine. But I just wanted to give you an overview for this first week. And if you have any questions, please email me. And hopefully I will be talking to you soon, and we will have a great semester. All right. See you later. Bye.